Hey guys, very good evening to all of you. I hope all of you are doing pretty good, and I'm back here again with another exciting video number 547. I can't believe we are just going to cover 550 number. Wow, that's amazing. So in this video, I'm going to take up the question from one of my subscribers, Vishwajit, who is a very regular the commenter. He keep on asking me the questions, and this is every time he sends the email. I always, I find the questions quite informative, quite good, so I share it with you, right? So today we're going to talk about the text functions and the sum functions, right? Let us see how we can use it. And if you're just joined the channel, welcome to the channel. I hope you're going to have a lot of fun, pretty awesome learning. I've been running this channel, by the way, from the last 2.5 years, guys, okay? And channel is expanding now. Every day I get so many people, and your love, your support is really required to make this channel a big success. Okay, now in this channel, so since there are so many videos, I understand you keep on writing that there are so many videos, so how I'm supposed to, which video I'm supposed to watch first. So I do understand, but you see, these all videos are for you. Okay, so what you can do is, this is the playlist sequence. Please pause the video and note it down. So for Excel VBA, Excel Access VBA, Outlook VBA, this is how you should follow, right? This is the sequence. For the web designing, right now I'm not uploading any videos after uploading the 2 videos, but we will be doing it in the future. So guys, this is the playlist sequence. If you do not know what is a playlist, when you go to my channel, or in fact on any channel, it's not about me. When you click on the playlist, these are all the different playlists you will find it. So I have just shared the sequence with you. Go and follow that sequence. You'll find all these guys 50 playlists. By the way, we have created 50 playlists, and every playlist you can see, this is on the Outlook. If you want to be a master in the Outlook VBA, I'm talking about the Outlook VBA, not the Excel VBA, right? We have got the 5 videos. So go and watch that. When you click on it, five videos will come in front of you. Please watch the not by the number of the video, but by the sequence you see on your screen, because I have arranged all the videos in the proper way. The basic videos are gonna come first, and then the advanced videos. So if you scroll it down, you'll find all these videos, right? Now, for example, this particular series, the collection loops, very important in the Excel VBA. This has got 18 videos. So when you see 18 videos, when you want to see 18 videos, please start from the top, right? Don't look at the number. Ignore the number of the video. It could be in any order, right? Now, let me go ahead and read out this. So actually, Vishwajit Banerjee had sent out this email to me. So I'm gonna simply show you. So this is basically the Excel file, which is here. So this Excel file, by the way, this is how the file looks like. Let me just go and delete this. So we have got the dates in the column A, and we have got the amount. So this is what he had written. I need this sum of the amount, right? So what actually he's trying to do here is, he wants to see that what is the total amount for the year 1989, guys. Now you see that this year is coming again and again, and also the problem is, this is not just the year, but this is a proper date and month and year format, right? So how, if you look at this 1989, this is what we need. This is how we need it. If I just select this entire, the amount, you see the sum is 80,000. So this is what we need. And same for the 1990, same for the 1991. This is so what is the challenge? Basically the challenge is, I think the major thing is, which you need to do is, you need to make sure that you should be separating this year from this date and month format. So how we are going to do that? Okay, now there are several ways of doing it. For example, if I just copy this and I just go and put it here, right? Now the first option which you can use is the text to column. You don't have to really use the formula, but I will avoid this option because for this, then I will have to create first here, some columns, because this data we will be going to split it. What I mean is, when you select this column A, guys, you go to the data option and you click on the text to column. And when you click on the text to column, keep this option as delimit and click on the next. And in the next, now this data is separated by hyphen. You can see that. So we don't need the tab. Just uncheck that, go in the other, and in the other option, write this hyphen, and you can see in the preview everything is separated. Wow, wonderful. Just go and click on the next and the finish, right? Now this way your data is separated. Now you can use the SUMIF function, and you can say that please go in this table and filter the 1989 or whatever selection you have, and then go in the B range and pick up the sum. This is how we do it, right? But this option I don't like it, because this is something you are not making dynamic. You have to do it every time. If let's say if you have some changes here, you have to again split that, right? Every day if you get the new data. But this is the option. Now, by the way, let me undo it. In case if you're looking for the shortcut key, this is the additional bonus to you guys. You can also use the shortcut key to the text to column. So how are we gonna do that? So see this, whenever you press Alt key, you see that your ribbon gets activated. Now we have to go to the data, and in the data we have this A tab. So I just go and press A. When you press the A, you go inside the data tab, data ribbon tab, okay? And now we have the text to column E. So I'm gonna press simply E, and you see that pop-up is going to come, right? Obviously you don't have to really, give a pause. I mean, you don't have to be slow. You can quickly go and, press these shortcut keys. So if I just go and, press this Alt A and then quickly E, Alt A E, the window would come. You don't have to wait for anything, right? So this is how you can use this shortcut key, okay? So that's how you can use the text to column. Look at this. I pressed Alt E and there we go. So this is fine, but the main motive is how we're going to do it. We're going to use the text functions. Right now, two things, very important things before I start working on this. I want to make it clear, guys. If you know the text functions like mid, left, right, and find, and then on the other side the SUMIF function, this video will be very easy for you to understand. But if you do not know, then you must go and watch my two playlists, Excel text functions and Excel sum and count family, count and sum family. All these playlists are dedicated to those who want to learn the SUMIF countif functions and also the text functions which I have just shared, right? Because this is not a basic level video. Now what we will do here is, maybe here or maybe anywhere, I mean that's all up to you. You just go and insert the column. Alt IC is the shortcut key. Now in this particular thing, what I will do to separate this 1989, what I will do, I will find out the position of this hyphen, the first hyphen, the second hyphen, okay? Because once I know the position of the second hyphen, what I can do, I can tell my mid function that please start from the very next character and give me the 10 values, 20 values in return, because I know no year is going to be greater than 4. So maybe I can use 4 or maybe I can use, 5, 6, that doesn't matter, right? So what is the first thing we will do? First of all, you will go and find the position of the second hyphen. Position means what is the position, the where it is coming. Like if you start from here, it's gonna come 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on, right? So here, what we will do, we will go and first of all, we will create the find function. Okay, so we use the find function and we say that I want to find out the position of the hyphen. This is how you write find text, right? Within the text, in this text, I want to go and you want to start your calculation from where? I want to start my calculation from 1, right? Now, interestingly, if you see that when I use this hyphen, I get the error, right? Now, why I'm getting the error? Now this is very interesting, and this is what actually I wanted to share it with you. Look at this. This is, and that's why he forwarded me this email, because I know he's good in the Excel, and I was just wondering that how come he was not able to do this sort of question. Now pay attention. Very important thing I'm gonna tell you. Now find is a function which always returns the hyphen. Okay, for example, if I just go and write here something, let's say I'm gonna write here 5,6, 5-6, okay, not the 5-6, maybe let's say Ajay hyphen 14, for example. Okay, now if I have to find the position of this, I can use the find function here. I can say find hyphen where I want to find the hyphen in this, and the start number is 1, right? This is how we write the find function, and you see that it is coming. But then why it is not coming here? What is the problem, right? For example, I put one more example. So let's say I'm gonna write here 123 hyphen 33. I press enter. Can we check here? Are we gonna get the position? Find, and then you write in the quotes hyphen, you go in this text and the start number 1, because we want to start our search from 1, and you got the value. Now what is the problem here then? The problem is because this is a date, and the dates are stored as number, and you cannot find, this is not the hyphen, guys, this is the date. Why? Because you can see it's written in the date format with the hyphen sign. Now just wait here. I can also show you when I select this cell, you know, any of these select, I can see in the formatting they have put the date. Right now, if you do not know the dates are stored as number, you must go and watch my playlist Excel date and time functions. Now I'll explain you. You see, when I say equals to and I press enter and I go to the format cell, right, and where is the format cell? Oh yeah, here is the format cell. I go and click on the general tab. Look at this, what happened. This is 32509. So basically this number is allocated to this date by Excel, right? If you go in Excel and you type in here 1st of January 1900 century, for example, /1/1900, this is the first date. If you go and say equals to and you go to the format cells, okay, go to the format cells, control 1 is the shortcut key, and you click on the general, you'll find here 1. What do you mean by that? It means that in the Excel, the very first date which comes in, you know, which Excel stores is 1st of January 1900 century. Any date which is beyond that, you will not be able to use any date functions. For example, if I just go and subtract -2 from it, you see that, guys, it's not going to show me 1899. If you're thinking, no, in Excel, this is the date, this is the minimum, this is the first date which in the Excel comes. And then, you know, 2nd of January 1900, 3rd of January 1900 century, you keep on adding 1 to it. So this is what exactly the number which is coming to this date. This number is not a random number. The point what I'm trying to make here is, right, this date has some number. And similarly, if you just go and drag this, you know, you find that all these basically dates have number. Now guys, actually when you're using the find function, you're finding the hyphen in this value. So how are we going to find that value here? How are we going to find that hyphen? It does not have the hyphen. And this is what the crux of this video. You have to first split this 1989 from this date, but then you have to first make sure this date should be converted into a text. Because once you convert that into a text, you will be able to split the hyphen. I'll tell you how you can do that, okay? So first we go and delete this, right? So I'm going to delete this. Now you use the text function here. Use the text function, what value, the first parameter, this is my value. Now what do you want? You want the format. So which format you want? So I want the month first and then date and then year. So for the year I use Y 4 times actually, because you know in this we have the year not as 89 but 1989, and then double quotes and close it. Just press enter, and now when you're gonna drag it, you see that this is now entered as a text. How I can say that? Because it moved to the left side. Anything which moved to the left side, it is always entered as a text. For example, if I just write here A, you see that it remains on the left side. If I just enter some number, it immediately goes to the right side by default. That's a different thing that later you can change it to the middle, right, by using this middle alignment option, but by default this is how it happens. So the date is converted into a text. There is another way of of looking at this. For example, if I select these all the cells, for example, and I right click and I go to the format cell, you see that when I click on the general, it does not give me the number which this date was holding, which I shared with you, because now this is not a date. This is not a date, so this is not a number. So finally we have converted this date into a text using the text function. Okay, now what I want to do now in this particular case, I will simply go and use my hyphen. So I just go and change this selection. Now my hyphen is going to be, we are going to find this hyphen in the D2, and I press enter, and look at this, I'm getting something, at least not an error, right? Now what is it actually? Basically this is not a date format. You have to convert this into a general format, you know, to see the number, and then you just go and drag it. So guys, we have got the first hyphen. We have got the first hyphen. Now I don't need the first hyphen. Basically I need the second hyphen. Okay, now how are you gonna find the second hyphen? Two years back I uploaded a video also how to use the find in find to you find to check the position of the second character, any character. In this case it is a hyphen, right? Now what we will do, you see that we have got, so let me just delete this. Now pay attention. Now basically you see this parameter start number. So every time I say that I want to start from 1, but this time to find out the position of the second hyphen, you want to start from the fourth position. Why? Because if you start from the first or the second, every time when the search starts, when the find will start finding this hyphen, it will start its search from the first position, and then what will happen, you will get the the same answer 3. So you have to basically skip this. Okay, so what you can do is you just go and write here one more find, and you start the bracket, and now what you want to find, again obviously I want to find the hyphen, but this time you want to find it in this text, within this text. But guys, in the start number I will not write 1. This find will now find out the first position of the hyphen, you know that, and I simply go and add 1 to it. In that way what will happen, my search will start from the very next number which is coming after the first hyphen. In that way the formula moves in the forward direction. So it will go in the 0 and then 1 and then hyphen, and then it stops. When it stops, it returns the position of the second hyphen, and which is in front of you. So I go and drag this, you see that I have got here 666, right? Now one thing I want to tell you, though we have used this function, but if I were if let's say if I was attempting this question for the first time, I know that for every date I have a second hyphen on the 6th position, so I can write this 6 manually also. It's all up to you, I mean, right? Why I'm writing this? But because in any of the case, maybe you have here like 11-1. So what if you have here a different year? A different year in the sense, maybe you have here something, let's say not a year, this is not a year, but you have a number like this, 5501. Let us say that. In that case, if you just press enter, you see that this number will automatically change, right? That is why, to make this formula dynamic, because ultimately what happens, the first hyphen it will find it out. After the first hyphen it finds, it adds 1 to it, and then that is going to act as a start number for the new find. So the new find will start its search from the next position, right? So this is how we can use this. Let me just undo it. Now once we have done this, guys, what is the next thing? I again go and Alt IC. Now you know that second hyphen is on the 6th position, so we will use the mid function. We will say that go in this text and then finally start from where? Start from +1. You want to start from where? The very next value which is coming after the second hyphen. How you know where is the second hyphen? Obviously you have calculated the position of the second hyphen, isn't it? All right, so then comma, how many characters I need? Well, I know that every year has a four values here, so I just go and just use this particular the 4 number. Okay, now why I'm not getting the error, why I'm getting the nothing here, my mistake actually. This is the date, actually your new date which you have converted. So let me just go and change that A2 to, it is not actually A2, it is your new date which you have converted into a text, right? I press enter and there we go. Finally we got the year, and I just go and drag it. So you can see here I have got all the years. All the years are now separated. Wonderful, right? So first we find the position. We find the position of second hyphen, right? This is how we have done it. Second hyphen, this is the hyphen basically. And then what we did is we actually use the mid function. Why we use the mid function? Because we want to extract this 1989, the year actually, right? Now once you have got the year, so these are the basically the columns which you're going to target now. Okay, so please go here and just use the SUMIF function. So we can see that SUMIF, in the SUMIF you find the range criteria sum range. What is a range? Range means basically where you want to put the criteria. So I go and use this, the range. I go and select this C2 to C36, and because I want to go in this range. And what is the target? What is the criteria? I use the criteria 1989, which is J6. So it is going to filter all the 1989 from this. Rest all the numbers will be treated as 0. And then I go and press 0 at the comma. What is the sum range? Where I want to sum? Obviously this is my sum range. So you go and select this range. Make sure both the ranges should start from the same cell and end at the same. For example, if I start from C2, this should not start from D1 or D3, otherwise you will get the error, right? Now I go and press enter, and now you can see that I got the answer, guys. We got the 80,000. Now when I drag this, I simply want to freeze this, so make sure you use the F4 to put the dollars, So on the ranges, they should not change, but the criteria should change, because when I drag this down, it should be 1990, 1991, and so on. So that's how I want to make sure that this G6 should change to G7, G8, G9, and so on, right? So I go and drag this, and this is finally we got the answer, right? So finally, guys, you can see that we have got all the values. Fantastic question. Thank you so much, Vishwajit, for sharing this. I hope everybody who is watching this video right now, they must be jumping with joy, because this is something really you don't find, so oftenly. This is a very unusual thing, but definitely this is giving us a great lesson in terms of how you can handle the dates. Right now, if I just to check, guys, if I just go and maybe I go and put some more values here of the same year. Let's say I just go and increase this 1989. I copy and paste this 1989. You can see that this is working. Now I got this answer 126000, and this is exactly it should come if I just go and select this entire 1989. So finally, this is what we have got, isn't it? 126000. So this is how it is working. So this is how you can use the functions. I just go and remove the equals to sign so that you can see this is the first function in front of you, and then this is the another one. What I have done is I remove the equals to sign so that you can practice on it, and this is very important. Here we have used the mid function, and here we have used the find and find. Wonderful, right? So I go and double click here. So guys, I think the formulas are in front of you. I can further go and little bit zoom it, and this is how you can now go and practice it. So this is the first function, this is the second function, and this is the third function, and this is the fourth function. Thank you so much for your time, and do subscribe to the channel. I will be coming back with another exciting stuff. Keep commenting, keep liking the videos, and keep coming with your questions. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Bye bye.